1.
That's all.
Hello. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. And I have Sally, the upside down picker, and
Hello.
Kathy.
Hello.
Why not hidden treasures? I didn't
Yay.
forget. Kind of forgot. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
It happens.
Hello, everyone. Well, we are here. I know this is different for everyone, but we're here to talk about Poshmark tonight. Kind of get the ins and outs of Poshmark. I recently started. I'm doing pretty well with it, and I know Sally's just getting started. And Kathy, you've been on there for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, since October of 2017. Yeah,
Okay,
done pretty good with it. Yeah.
cool. So, and I've got some other people that are hopefully coming in to share with us and share the kind of the secrets of the sauce, and maybe we can get things going. If you have a question and you're in the chat, definitely um, we'll have Sally's going to be looking at the chat, and she'll be posting the questions in the side chat for us, and so we'll definitely be answering it. If you can, try to put in like big letters, uppercase letters, question or something like that, so we can see those easily coming through. And
Maybe I'd rather you put question and then go with your question.
okay,
That's an easy way to find you.
Yeah.
yep. So whatever makes it easier to to find your question, we want to definitely kind of get everything, and I'm here to learn also. So is Sally and Kathy. We can all learn something,
Yeah.
and we have some experience here too, new people, and so we're all here just looking to learn. Like I said, I've got a couple of other people that possibly may come in, and I know that they've been doing. We've got Swamp Picker coming in, possibly, and Hank Allen Cash. I'm hoping she's coming in because she's very, very experienced, and I know that we can learn a lot from her.
Yeah.
Um, and then we've got Dwayne coming in. I don't know how long he's been doing Poshmark, but uh, yeah, I'm not really sure. But definitely, even somebody new, they may know something that we don't. So
True.
that's kind of what I'm aiming for, is just to learn the things that we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Um, so, what do you have to say about this, Sally? I'm
Come
gonna
off the
put you on
spot.
the spot right
First
Yeah, you
question.
did. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to learn more about it. And I also was thinking about it too. I think I think we should do one on Macari too.
now. Hmm.
Yeah.
Just so if there's anything that somebody does that maybe makes things easier, or you can complete a task on there, that it'll be quicker for you, or you know um do something better for your account. I mean, I think anything that we learn that can help us would be a good thing.
Right. Absolutely. Hey, Ansley. Let me do some shout outs real quick. Hi, Julie. Hello, Argaze. Adelaide says hi.
That's my
And
grandbaby.
oh,
That's my son and my daughter-in-law are in here watching
oh,
too.
okay.
So the grandbabies,
Is
they had
that
to come see.
did I say the name right?
Was it Alice? Yes.
Adelise.
At
Okay.
least, yes.
That's cute. I've never seen that before. Never
Yeah,
heard of that.
they came by to visit too.
That's
Hey,
so
Ashley. Yeah, they're sweet babies.
Hey, Anissa. Mary O is in the house, and we've got Ashley May.
That's the daughter-in-law.
Okay. Okay. And we got Mike in the house. Ansley, Mother's Mustache is there. And David Mowers, he says, not on Poshmark yet, seeing if it's a viable option for me. That's the name of the game right here.
Yes. Well, there's Carol.
Carol, I sent you an email with the link. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in here. And we'd love to have you on the panel if you're willing to come in. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. A lot of people freak out about that. I'm just going to put it in there, and you can click that, and it should bring you right in. I'm sorry you didn't. I just sent it maybe like 5 minutes ago. I kind of started a little late, but I'm a late bloomer. What can I say?
We had to get our bearings together.
Nothing like the clock ticking to make you light a fire, right?
Well, I wonder if like we have some people are in the chat. Do we have some that have never like opened up the app or have not started the app? Is that where some of their questions may start at? Is how do they start? What do they need to put in there? You know, kind of those things. So if they have, you know, something like that, you know, go ahead and ask us maybe. I mean, it's easy to get on there. You can do desktop and your phone. So,
that's fairly new, isn't it? The whole desktop phone thing. It didn't used to be desktop.
No, not at all. They started at the phone, so that was kind of a little weird at first. But now they got it where you can do it on the desktop. So I like the desktop; it's easier for me. So
yeah, absolutely.
So
Jennifer Weedle says, I've been on Poshmark just 2 weeks already. 7 sales and made $120. I can't
awesome.
get things added fast enough and so much easier to list than eBay. Loving it. That's awesome.
Yes.
Woohoo!
That is good.
It's, and it's all I think a lot of it has to do with just the quality. A lot of it has to do with the quality of pictures.
Yes.
And if you use all the pictures that you can, which is 8, which it actually, I don't know how long ago it changed, but it used to be 4.
Yeah.
It used to be 4 pictures. So you had to, definitely get as much information as you could in those 4 frames, in those 4 pictures. That must have been really difficult.
Yeah. But you sure can't tell if you don't have 4 pictures to look from. Now the 8 makes it a lot better.
Right.
So she's only 2 weeks.
I just wished it would cha-ching. Ain't
I
that
know.
the truth, right?
That one we can't help you on. We want the same thing. I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, Mary, if you definitely, if you feel comfortable sharing your closet, we can go over there and follow you. Definitely want to show the love and all of that too. So, nope, it doesn't cha-ching.
No. But
That's a deal breaker.
That's the best thing though. Like Mario, she started with her husband. Start in your own closet. If you're just starting out or you don't know if you want to continue to do it, start in your own closet. Stuff that you know that you need to get rid of. And I've been holding on to these pants since 8th grade. It's time to let them go. And that's the best way to start. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same way that, like we started with eBay, because we're all, Sally and me were, and Kathy too. I mean, we're all eBay sellers, at the same rate, but the, and Poshmark just adding to that, that's, definitely you can, I started cross posting, my inventory. And that's kind of how we started when we started with eBay, a lot of us. was just selling stuff out of our own closets and, out of our own, um, drawers that we had to get rid of. So, absolutely. Yep. Swamp Picker, I sent you a link, but there's also a link in the chat, and I'll put it up here again. So you can come in. You're welcome to come in. Hi, Bridget. There you go, Mary. Yeah, she ended some clothing on eBay and listed on Posh.
Yeah, that's good. Now I cross post on both of them, so but that's just me. I mean, everybody, if you start out, I think you need to stay in that one platform.
Right.
It probably helps, until you get used to everything. Because Poshmark can get overwhelming when you first start.
Right.
I don't even know what mine is.
Where am I at?
I just follow Jennifer. There's the hand. Okay.
Hello.
I'm already following you, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Glenn.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing good.
Good. Glad you could make it in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Okay.
just
I
fine.
think it's an echo on somebody.
Mm,
Oh, mine better be turned off. So yeah, mine's all off.
all right. So definitely, if you have any questions, we would encourage you to share them. Glenn, how long have you been selling on Poshmark?
Since March 17th, I think.
March 17th.
Yeah.
That's good. So you've been doing pretty good with it?
I've only sold 5 items so far, but I sold one actually today. Some Ray-Ban sunglass cases.
Wow.
Very good. Very good.
Well, the first one's one, like on average, I was selling one item a week, and I kind of made a 2-week law.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting feedback?
I'm not hearing any.
I don't hear anything.
Let me see if I can get off my. Might be me.
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Okay.
Hi, Karen's at the beach. Yeah. Arge says keep it simple at first and work your way into the big leagues.
I think I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had another open deal instead of Hangout open. Yeah, I've been doing it since like March 17th. Like I said, basically I got started on doing it because like the groups I'm in, a couple of groups I'm in, Six Pack Show and met Lauren. She got probably about 8 of us guys starting doing this stuff.
Wow.
Within, I guess, some of them, like Dwayne, me, Scott, Shane, all those guys. Like I said, basically, like I said, I only done 5 items. The first time I done it, like our first sale was 17 hours after my first listing.
That's great.
And basically it's all shoes. Man, you can pull up my store and see some of the items I got in there. But I listed some items actually Sunday or Saturday. Some of it I do from work, but basically all shoes. But the biggest item I sold was a briefcase, a leather briefcase, and like the metal tags on it still had the little plastic lamination on it, so it's basically considered new. With some defects. Basically how I listed it. And I had it on eBay forever, like almost for a couple of months or maybe a year. I put a lot of stuff on Poshmark, and all that. And like I said, I had $250 on it. On eBay, I had it around $350. I kept going down and down, and all that. So I put it on there. I had $250. Somebody within a few days offered me $225, and I took it quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I only had $2 or $3 invested in that deal.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I actually bought it from a garage sale like 2 blocks away from here, about a block and a half from here, that. So that was the majority of them. Their shoes, I found a pair of Shocker shoes I sold for $56. you know, and I don't really know how much some of the shoes sell. Brand new, some of the soccer shoes sell for $200 plus $300.
Right.
We sold it for $56 off a $2
Wow.
investment.
Oh wow.
So
That's
basically, out of like say counting the Ray Bans, 250, say 260. So average item I paid was $2.
Right.
All those items I bought. So you know, so basically for almost a $12 investment, I made $350.
That's
Mhm.
You know,
amazing.
so I did pretty good.
Yeah.
That is really good. That's really good. Do you have a tip
Well, I guess
that
just
you could
list. I
give
guess like
everybody?
eBay. I guess just put items on there. You know, decent pictures. I need to get some better lighting because I said the pictures I put on recently really kind of aren't that good. You know,
Right.
you can see what it is. You know, I just need to get some better lighting because at work, you know, I got two big. Basically, I'm using my work center and I got big pieces of whiteboard kind of. I got
Mhm.
the pegboards and hook sticking out between them, and I'll put the the clothes hanger on that where you don't see what's all the tools behind it, you know, and all that makes it on a
Mhm.
workbench
Yeah.
and all that. But like I said, this is one I bought a few weeks ago, like a blue jean jacket. And you can tell, I don't think it's ever been worn because usually I call this a secondary tag
Mhm.
right there. It's still in there. It's never been ripped out.
Oh
Some
wow.
of these jackets are going for $170,
Oh wow.
you know, Levi's.
Awesome.
You know that. But I did find one Friday or Saturday. It's a women's jacket, but it's got an embellishment on it. It has like a, I can grab it. You know, at first I saw it in a pile and got it for $1. You know, but it had this on the back.
Oh
Oh,
So I
wow.
figured
wow.
somebody would, you know, pay for that, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that will go. That will
And all
sell.
that. And you can tell it's vintage and all that, but you can't see no sizing on it. So I just did all kind of measurements and put that in the description.
Right. Absolutely. That's great. You have a couple of good items. I'm sure your
Yeah,
store. I'm anxious to go see
yeah,
your store and see what you got in there.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your name's Clothing by Swamp.
I think I follow you. I got to go in there and check everybody's out too.
Well, like I said, I got more clothing and all that. Down to like a snowmobile, kind of like pullover, casual deal. That I'll pay $1 for it. You know, and I
Yeah.
got it listed for like $40.
Wow. That's good.
So Mary O says, "How do you know what is good to list?" I would say, I don't know. How would you answer that, Kathy?
I really, for me, it's all my clothes. I mean, it's just, I think all of them are. I mean, because it's really not a name brand. It has to be a name brand. You can add it, for good money. I mean, they have some stuff that are boutique that I
Mhm.
sell over there that sells for good money. I can't sell for that price on eBay.
Mhm.
So I think all your clothing is really a good option.
Yeah,
Anything that you have clothing.
yeah, I'd say unique all clothing. Because, unless you got like more in one store, and it's just like say all women's clothes, and it's like high end clothing, you can say, okay, I got my high end stuff in here versus the the Walmart and Kmart stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're like say the $25 to $100 or $50 a piece
Yeah.
clothing.
Now, would you all agree that because this is something that I've kind of learned in the last couple of weeks since I've been on, when you are listing and you're thinking about price, do you cushion it a little bit for your shipping? Like if you wanted to do free shipping on the item,
Yes.
I've kind of been keeping maybe even doing like $10 cushion. So I will, that way I have a little bit of room for a price drop, or even if they make an offer, or if I want to offer free shipping for the item, because over there people are all over, they're all about doing free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
They like that free shipping.
Yeah.
I didn't know Poshmark had free shipping. I thought it was basically a flat fee they had.
Well, when you go in and you can like to offer,
Yeah,
like if somebody is likes your item, you can go in there and put an offer in, and you have to choose if you want, you have to choose a shipping discount.
right.
So it's either $1.50 or $6.49. So
Right.
$1.50 would make the shipping $4.99, or free shipping, that's the $6.49. So that's kind of what I've done is try to cushion my prices a little bit, so that way I do have the option to give free shipping if I can. So
Yeah.
I do like their
Hi,
shipping
guys.
because hello, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi,
All
Carol.
right. I just didn't know if you guys could see me.
We see ya.
I like their flat rate shipping because $6.75 to ship a pair of shoes, and that briefcase would have cost me $20 to send it
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
15
very
on
true.
the 15 on the cheap side, as far as like I put it in a nice padded box and wrapped it really good. Even the shoes, most tennis shoes on average around $10, probably.
Yeah.
If it goes to California, $13 and $6.75, you can't beat that.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
Not at all.
No,
That's the good thing about that.
you cannot. I like the shipping on it.
But the only thing is, like this past item I sold, I could have sent it probably $4, first class, like these sunglass cases,
Mm-hmm.
But still, $6.75, you'll get it in 2 days,
Right. Exactly. Mother's Mustache wants to know, what's Glenn's Posh name? Clothing by Swamp, is that right?
That's the store name, yeah.
Okay. Clothing by Swamp. Another question. Do you think adult items or children items do better on Poshmark?
I don't know that one.
I don't do kids. I mean, we have plenty of daughters everywhere, and I feel like it lists 18,000 clothes, but kid clothes
Seems
don't
like
do
women's
good for
stuff
me.
does better.
Yeah,
I think women's stuff does the best on Posh.
yeah.
Then I think children's, then I would think men's. For me,
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody else, but
Women's, men, then maybe children's for me. So
Yeah.
but I do see Poshes in there where it's nothing but kids. And it's
Right.
kind of like a children's boutique name that they have to it. And they do great,
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it just all depends on what you're putting in there too. So
Yeah. And that's something that I've kind of been, paying attention to, is some of those kids brands. Because if I run across something like that at the bins or whatever, I will pick that up, because if they're getting $35 for a toddler dress, well, heck, I'll be right in there.
yeah.
well,
there's
especially
one
at the
that's
bins,
nice.
because you pay nothing. You pay hardly anything at the bins. You pay it by weight, and it costs you like 25 cents, 50 cents. So even if you sell it for a couple dollars, you still make your money.
Exactly.
That's how I do it. I do it in bulk. I mean, I do retail arbitrage too, but I have bins. I haven't been going to the bins. So I've been staying away. But yeah, it's so cheap that you can't not do it. And if you make $4 or $5, you're like, okay, I'll just do it for me, I do it in bulk. Some people don't like that. Some people like to make. I just don't have the expertise. Like, I would think Glenn, he has more expertise as far as like certain things like electronics that I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I very little know about electronics. I've seen a few of them out, and there's very few little handheld stuff. Mainly everything.
Well, compared to me, you seem like an expert.
Lonnie knows, Lonnie, but he knows his stuff about electronics. But getting back to like baby clothes, I actually had a garage church sale this past week. Bought maybe 5 or 6 pair of the baby shoes, but all of them were like $1, But they were Jordans and Ralph Polo, Adidas. So I figured to experiment with that and just research on my own. It'd be worth to buy, spend a dollar on a pair of shoes, research it and learn about it. If not, I'll donate it to somewhere, women's shelter or something like that.
Right,
But
for a
Jordans,
dollar, you can take the risk.
But really nice Jordans, and all that. So that's why I basically paid $1 a piece for them. I bought, like I said, 4 pair of Jordans.
Wow.
Nice.
That is good.
I don't know where they are. I don't see them around here.
Let's see. So Shantae says, shipping differences between Posh and eBay. Do you do anything special? So you can't. Let me know if I'm saying this wrong, but you can't. You can ship in flat rate boxes, not flat rate boxes. You can, right? But it can't.
Yeah.
It can't be. What's the restriction on that?
You can ship anything with a 5 pounds and with all the boxes except for express boxes that you
Okay.
can purchase for over 5 pounds. So, like if you know an item's over 5 pounds, you can purchase additional postage for that overage. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can do flat rate now.
Mm-hmm. You can do flat rate. You can do everything except for the express.
Yeah, it wasn't at the beginning. You couldn't. That's why the confusion. They didn't let you at the beginning, and then they switched it over. I don't know when. I heard Lauren say that one time, and I didn't even know that it had switched over.
Well, they don't
know how
even,
that goes. They make policy changes,
Yeah. And it doesn't show in like the Poshmark where, something's sold, what do I ship it in? It doesn't show it in there. You have to actually go to the Poshmark community to actually see it. So that's why I think a lot of people are confused about it too on there. But yeah, I think it just changed this year. So yeah, it was something.
Okay. And what is this Poshmark community?
Yeah, just Poshmark. You just type in Poshmark community and it brings up all kinds of different stuff in there. That gives you a bunch of new updated stuff, and then you can talk to other members in the Poshmark.
Okay.
What I do, and I have a question, like I didn't know about the price drop. I didn't know how to send an offer to the people when I first got it. So I was trying to find it, and I said, I just text them. I send them a message. They message you back the next day.
Yeah.
So they're really fast about the turnaround. So anytime I just send it to them, and they'll email me back by the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like within 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was pretty good considering. Yeah, like you know how eBay is forever.
Yeah.
I just I type it in and they tell you, and it's so simple, and it's like, oh my, and they within 24 hours they get back to me. So I ask them any questions. I don't even like. I can usually wait 24 hours. I need someone to step through it. Hit that.
Well, I know it's a lot
I do
less
like that
forgiving.
about them.
If you cross post, I know, like I said, if I got someone on eBay versus Poshmark, I got to look, especially if I sell on Poshmark, I'll look on eBay real quick to make sure I don't have it on there. But I saw one item, it wasn't the briefcase, a pair of shoes or something, and I took them off real quick. But if you sell them at the same time, you better all tell the Poshmark customer, hey, I'm sorry, I don't have them versus eBay.
Yeah.
Because Poshmark is a lot less forgiving from what I understand,
Yeah.
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 Most definitely. Yeah. That hasn't happened to me as of yet, but I definitely try to. That's the only bad thing about. It's not a bad thing to cross post, but you really have to be aware of what you would have
stay on top of it,
posted and where it's posted, and I mean, you really got to keep track of that, because that can, and
that
you
only
really
happened to me once.
You really don't want to do that to any customer, to either eBay or your, Poshmark or any other platform that you use.
Yeah, it happened to me one time. The only thing I don't like about that, and I don't know if anybody else has happened to, but when you see on your where you can see where your money is, it tells you what's in I call it limbo, whatever the term is. What is it called?
Pending.
Like
I think pending.
It still shows that money from that one that I had canceled. It shows like $9. So it's always on there, and it drives me nuts. I don't know. It's just like a personal thing. I'm going to have to send them a message, because it's like, I always see it. I'm like, that's the one sale I had to cancel. So it's always in my pending. So it's always a reminder that I had to cancel a sale that one time.
Right. Yeah, that would be like seeing an old boyfriend or something,
Right. To this day, every day, every time it's in there, I'm going to have to send them a message, because every time I know what it is, it's that one sale I sold at the same time. Say within minutes of each other, because I go right into the other one and switch it.
Oh man.
Yeah. So now it's still there saying, "Hello, you made a mistake."
Yeah, that would be.
So I don't know if it's just something that I did that it's staying in my thing. So I'm going to have to send them a message, because I want to clear it out.
I have a question about sharing. Okay, when you share your items like to a certain group, you got to go to each one. When you eliminate, say, pictures in your photos in your phone, you can just click on each photo, then hit delete on all of them. Do you have a deal like that where you just hit each picture, then hit send. We're all 10 items you share, or do you have to do each one at a time?
I've only known how to do each one at a time. If there's another way, I haven't found it out yet.
Right.
I do one at a time. And I think they do that so that, you know, people don't, I mean, because you could go in and just share a whole booth, and they want you to go in to share a couple things in different people's booths and that sort of thing. And then they have those posh parties where you know, you only share in men's clothes, or you're only sharing plus size or children's, or
Right.
That's
And
but if you do it on the desktop though, if you do, oh, nice.
Let's see, go back. Those are John George's, like I said. They were sitting there on the wall, and you know, got it for $2. You know, retail
And
brand
what'd you
new
sell it for? I missed that one. I missed the sale. How much did you sell it for?
$225.
Oh my God.
I had it listed for $250. Brand new, that thing sells for $400 in the store. You buy it,
and I'm talking about dollars, and you're like $225 for a $2 case. That's it. I'm out.
$225.
Well, that is one thing that I found out. I've just been listening to some videos and just kind of trying to get a little more information, kind of have it in the background. And I did notice, or I did hear, that they do throttle people if they're sharing too much, or if they're, you know, like if they're following people. And I do know that they sometimes will even kind of put you on hold, or put you for like a 24-hour period. That's what they were saying on a couple of videos. So,
I've never had that happen. And when I was trying to get the Posh Ambassador, I was sharing like a maniac.
I did
well, you
too.
know, I can share, especially on your desktop. I'm like a crazy person. I can share a whole closet in 5 minutes.
I know.
On my phone, I feel like, wait a minute, you know. But I've yet to be stopped, so that's kind of, I must be slow. And there must be a trick then. If they can do it that fast, it has to be a special trick.
Yeah,
it has to be. I know that there's a way that, like, if you have a bunch, what I do is, like, whenever I get a whole bunch of people that start following, I just go into my followers and just scroll down and find all the one that has the blue button, and just hit the blue buttons, and then go back to the people that shared. That way I'm not having to go in and out so much.
That's
on my
a good
phone.
idea.
But
That's actually a really good idea.
Faster for me that way. I could do it on my desktop too.
Yep. Let's see.
I know they got like different parties right now. They got like a men's party, so I'm sharing some jeans and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess after I did that, share those items, within like a couple minutes, people already started, you know, sharing my listing already. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's the thing. Another thing that I did learn is that if you share your closet within the, what is it called, like the parties, you get more exposure.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more people coming on, and they basically kind of just you know, gather at those party times, and so you get a lot more exposure of your listings. So, and
they send it out to their people, so it's like they show their 10,000 people, and then they'll sell, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we want to do. You know, we want to be able to you know, get it out to as many people as possible.
Yeah. Posh has been really slow for me. Posh has been but I haven't really been doing too much on it, so that's probably why.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Be careful what you put on there too. Like I found like, okay, I was like putting men's shoes on there. Okay, definitely okay, but putting a men's shoe shine box, not okay.
Why?
Right.
Because I don't know why. I thought it'd be okay. You know, thinking of it. I even looked on there. There's 2 or 3 on there, but I actually emailed Poshmark, whatever, say, hey, men's shoe shine kit. Is that okay? And they said no.
Yeah.
Prefer if you didn't.
I'm sure you could not sneak it on. I don't mean it that way, because I don't think they're that super strict. But I'm saying, because that's like nothing bad. But I'm saying like under men's accessories.
Right.
Because some people put some other stuff on. Like there's some like figurines. There's some different things that people put on there that.
No.
I don't even know how they get them on.
Somebody put a coffee cup on there. You know. That's in one of my groups.
Yeah, so they probably do it under such and such accessories.
It has to be. Probably knows who he is. But, you know, he didn't, you know, until he asked somebody, I put a call. I said, I wouldn't. And somebody said, no, I wouldn't do that. You know,
right.
But you figure a men's shoe shine box, being that you're selling $100 to $1,000 shoes, you know, a shoe shine kit would be like, you know, the next step of having, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
I would put it on.
Yeah, they say perfume's not allowed either, but yet they have it listed. Their listings, there's thousands of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what the strictness is with
And
that.
I figured, like you said, I did put it on the briefcase because you go in there and they got the words in there.
Well, that's like a man's bag. You know, like a woman has a handbag, a woman has a briefcase.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think that's off limits either. That's how I think about it, like something that's accessorizing.
Right.
Yeah.
Something that would go into that.
It goes, yeah, like you said, even the shoe shine kit, because you said you're selling the shoe shine kit. It kind of goes all into one. It's like saying weatherproofing. If you sell work boots, it's kind of all one and the same.
Right.
But
they do seem to be. I mean, I see a lot of like toys and things like that aren't supposed to be there. And I see a lot of that stuff. And I don't know why it's still there, but I know what I'm supposed to list, and so I just kind of stick with that.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep the niche market like clothing and accessories and keep it and not become like an eBay and have everything out there.
Sure. Because we already have eBay, so we don't need another one.
Exactly.
So let's see here. So Shantae had another question. She says, I haven't listed anything, but original price spot gets me. I know I overthink it. Do you have a set price you put? So like
if I don't know what it is, I put 0. If I don't know if it doesn't have a tag, then I'll put 0. But a lot of times if I do like retail arbitrage, it has a tag and I want them to see like the $390 something dollars. From like Nordstrom. Yeah, I want you to see what I paid. Yeah, not what I paid, but what it's on there.
So why
but
not?
Otherwise, if I don't know, I'm not going to guess. And then how can you put a price on something that's used, original price? You can't. So just leave it 0. That's what everybody does. Everybody puts 0.
All mine are 0, yeah. If you go in, it's just a 0. So I don't even worry about it. I overthought it too. I was the same way. I was like, I got to put something in there. No, you don't. Don't worry.
See, I just go in, I jump in feet first. I don't even care. Like I start listing and then I say, well, let me see. I just say, I'll put 0. I don't know what it starts at. And then I fix it from that point on, so I'm probably the worst person to have on this panel. Because I do it Carol's way.
For all of you.
Yes.
I do it my way. And Poshmark best conform.
What's that saying? What is that saying? That it's a Southern saying. It's
ask for permission later.
Yeah.
Yep. Ask for permission for later. And
yeah, absolutely. So Nikki asked,
what'd you say that I didn't get it?
What is it? It's something about ask for permission, but there's something in front of that.
I'm about to have it on my tip of my tongue. Well, basically, you just do it and ask for forgiveness later.
Forgiveness later, yeah.
Right, exactly. There is like a little
term, yeah,
for that, but I can't remember what it is. So Nikki wanted to know, what about men's work pants? Listing on Poshmark.
You can, but it's more Poshmark is more
posh.
More upper scale. Not that believe me, I have stuff on there that's Target. I'm saying like the people the guys that will go to Posh, especially for men's, the guys that will go to Posh will be she's on there twice. She just screwed me. I'm like, wait a minute. It's usually people that are like dress up and get dress up. They regular work guys. Yeah, work with. Not saying they won't eventually get there, but I think it's more like Glenn had nice shoes on there, more higher end, especially for men, because men's stuff is just starting to take off. Yeah,
high end work stuff too, because I had some really nice tennis shoes on there, and I kind of looked them up, and they were designed for like roofing and all that. Well, they really look like a nice hiking shoe, but they were like what they call roofer shoes. Mm-hmm. Like a tennis shoe and all that. And I got a pair of Wrangler rugged all pants on there. That might be considered rugged work pants, but they're more like really nice heavy duty blue jeans
Yeah.
slash sweatpants.
I
I would say if they're in good condition and they don't have a bunch of
Oh, they're like new.
paint, paint on them, and they're ripped, and not like the distressed kind, but just
ripped unintentionally, not intentionally.
exactly. So I would say I don't know if you agree, Carol, but I would say that because there is a lot of like hiking and stuff like that that's on there also.
Yeah.
So I would say that if it's in good condition and it's not ripped up or stained up or whatever, I would say it'd probably be okay.
Right. And a lot of yuppie people will wear stuff that's work related as fashion more so than
Right.
Absolutely.
Kathy says the ghosts are home.
I keep turning my computer off.
I know. I'm telling you, you're freaking me out because every time I turn around, you're coming back on, and it's like, I can hear it on my phone, and it's like, oh no.
They don't do posh either, evidently. Oh, dang. Quit it.
Let's see. I got a lot of questions here, so I'm trying to get through them. When you sell, so Mary says, when you sell something on Posh, do you get a notification like on eBay? You don't get a cha-ching.
No.
It's in your messages, so it's in your news feed. And then you do get it like an email, correct?
Yeah.
So there's a couple
Saying
of different ways.
you got an offer or you sold something, depending on which one.
Yeah.
Right. So it does give you a couple of those. So if you're in your in your Poshmark and you go and look at your feed, or if I want to know that if I sold something, I can just go over to my sales and it'll tell me if anything sold. So there's several ways that you can find out if you've sold something, but it isn't going to automatically notify you like an eBay cha-ching sound.
I wish I'd do something. So even a simple, like ping sound or something would be nice, or
yeah, absolutely.
It might kind of just let you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tell your panel
I'm at my phone waiting for the sale. I don't need notification. I'm like, please, all day, please.
Let's see. They said tell your panel to send you their Posh store name, and you can put it in the description of the video. Just an idea. That's a great idea. I would love to do that. Let's see. Mary says, when you're looking at a closet, can you see what they sold? Yes.
Yeah. When you pull it up, it shows. If you pull up my store, it shows. I've got 21 pictures plus everything that's sold.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a good way to kind of see what's selling. Also is going into different closets and see what what everybody's selling. I think that's a great way to brands and things like that. So
when you go in their closet, you can scroll down to the left-hand side and it has available and sold, and you can click the solds and it'll bring up just their solds for you to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I found out about the availability button, and so you can go on there and see what things are going for, as far as price wise too. So you can do that like you would over on eBay. So that's a good thing. Thelma Thrift Swamp. What brand was the briefcase?
Yeah, I put it below that as a brand of briefcase of Jack George's.
Okay. All right. I think I got a little behind on those questions there.
Don Maserati said that there's a way to turn on a notification on the top of your phone on Poshmark.
Really?
I'm on my phone here, so I can't do it. But yeah, I'm like, really?
Where?
Well, we'll have to.
It says she said go into your phone under settings and turn on notification on the Posh app. So on your actual phone, I guess maybe it must have all your apps. Is that what you're saying, Dawn? I'm just making sure that's what she's saying. She's writing stuff down.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me, because I know I had one for some other thing, and it was like my phone kept dinging for some app. I'm like, every time they posted something, it was like ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's irritating.
Yep, that's what Dawn said. She said yes.
Okay. Well, I will
So
definitely
we all
take a
learned
look
something
at
new
that
today.
because
Thank you, Dawn.
I would love some kind of notification, either, whether I have an offer, because sometimes, if I'm out off doing something else, I want to respond to the offers as soon as they, you know, as soon as they make them. Because if I don't, I feel like that's, if I get to them like 3 or 4 hours later, then that's going to kind of be out of their mind, and maybe they're not feeling the same, you know. So, what was so Carol, if you could maybe there was one thing that you could tell everybody.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at Nikki wrote in the chat. Wow, look at Dawn being all techie. The only person that's worse at tech than I am is Dawn, and now she's schooling me. So now I have gone below Dawn on the scale. I'm sorry. Oh, Nikki, you're too funny. One thing about what? I'm sorry.
Just about Posh, and maybe something that most people don't know about Poshmark that you've learned since you've been doing it.
The only thing I have learned is I do mock up my stuff, because I notice a lot of people like to bundle or give you an offer. So that would be in my advice. Even if it's on a cheaper thing, you could always bring it down. And actually, I brought stuff down, and then I say, why did I bring that down? Like, oh, if it's a summer thing and it's in the winter, I'll bring it down. I'm trying to clear it. And I brought my stuff back up. Like, I've changed the prices either way.
Yeah.
But I tend to just go up higher and then take an offer.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's something that I have learned is that you can't really, if you want it to be that low, you really want to make sure that you want it to be 10 or $9 or whatever, because you're going to get offers.
Yeah, because even if you put it on for $10, they're going to offer you 7 or 6. It's like they automatically offer. It seems like a lot of them. So if you want 10, put 15, and I don't do the free shipping. If I do a price drop, I'll do the $1.50 off. I never do the free shipping. I don't know why, but maybe because I don't price. I price it high enough, but on some things, but some other things I don't. Like some of the used stuff that I want to clear out. So I can't afford to give them, $6.95 off if they're buying one thing.
Right. I completely understand.
That's the only thing I don't like about the jewelry, though, because they're paying $6.95 for a little thing like this that I could send for $2. And I want them to buy more, but unfortunately, if they only want one item.
Right. Exactly.
They need like a joy price, for this like first class rate, something like maybe like a $3 flat rate. Deal.
Yeah, they do. So something that's under £1 or something. They should have something.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. I got a whole 20 pieces of jewelry right there.
Wow.
You see
oh yeah, we see it.
It's front and back, so there's like 40 pieces total.
Oh
in each compartment. I paid like $20 or $15 for all of it.
Oh wow.
So Sally wants to know: do most buyers bundle?
I've never bundled nothing yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I have.
I think
you got a lot.
That's a lie, because I have had one bundle.
I've had one.
And it was 2 dresses. It was they got a heck of a deal. So, but I would say most people, they don't bundle. But one thing I have noticed is that people will add. It's almost like that was actually Shantae that asked that question. But they'll put it into like a bundle, like they like the item, so they'll put it. It's almost like a cart. They'll add it to their bundle, but they didn't find anything else that they wanted to bundle it with. So you just go in and give them an offer, and you can do it like that.
And then you can do like a 10%, like if they bundle so many or more, you have that option. They put like a little flag up there. So I've only done one bundle that anybody wanted a bundle. Most of them, mine by single.
Yeah.
Have you any of you guys done that like bundle 3 and get 10% off? Have you any of you?
Too.
I have. What do I have? I think I have 4 on mine.
Yeah, mine's.
Oh, you have a little icon that says bundle.
Right.
And how does it do that? Is there a thing? I've never done it.
I've
only bundled it when they offered me, like they picked certain things out and I gave them a.
I was trying to think how mine worked. Because mine's been so long ago.
Yeah, mine just says 20% off 4 or more items from this closet. And because I did that like within the first time of me doing it, I don't remember how to do it.
It's been so long since I've done mine.
I'll have to send them a message. Just so I know, just for future reference. I don't have the need for it, but you never know down the road.
What it does is when they put it in a bundle, it automatically applies the discount. So when they go check out, then they'll have the discount automatically.
Yeah, but how does it automatically know? That's what I'm saying. How did you set it up?
If you put up I had the 2 or more, you get 10% discount. But you can go into. Hang on, let me get exactly where it's at. You just go to your account tabs and your seller tools, and a lot of them are on your phone. That's what I've noticed. They haven't updated the phone apps compared to the computer apps
desktop,
compared to the phones. Yeah, but you can go into your accounts and your seller tools and do your seller discount, and then whatever you choose that to be whatever your bundle is, 2 or more, 10% off. Once they do that 2 or more and they go to checkout, it'll apply that discount automatically.
Oh, cool.
It's supposed to.
You think Posh will ever start doing GSP like eBay does or something like that in the future?
I hope so, because that'll get us a lot more exposure if that happens. I mean, it's probably something because they do have like those Posh meetings like eBay does. Like they're doing one in Dallas this year.
Right, I saw that, yeah.
So I mean, it'd probably be a good idea for a lot of like us that are going over from eBay to Poshmark and the others. Maybe we could probably either talk to somebody there or even get our voices heard.
Do you already know if they do have Posh like in Australia or France and all that, but just over there?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
I think it's just in U.S. I think I heard from someone that it was just in the U.S.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to get their foot.
Oh, there's the ghost.
Because okay.
Right, is she gone? Is she gone?
She's frozen.
Yeah, the ghost did it.
Well, how many of y'all do GSP on eBay?
I do GSP.
Do you know how much it costs them, really? You ever saw? I sent out a 2-ounce item, or probably less than 4 ounces. They cost them an extra $25.60. It's on a 4-ounce, on an envelope, smaller, about this size here,
That's crazy.
And all that. The items that were just like some stickers, they cost like less than $8 a piece. The total is $31. I charged free shipping, I think, or $2.66. And then when I looked it up, you don't see the prices in the regular. You have to hit like invoice or something like that, and you go look at it. And it was an extra $25.60 just to get that shipped. And I shipped like pipes before, big items. And I know that's got to cost them $100. Like I was just looking at my phone, I'm shipping a number plate to Canada and all that. And I know it's going to cost them probably another, I'm guessing $50, I bet.
Yeah. Now that's included. That's all, all of the customs and
all that stuff,
the duties and stuff like, and the, taxes that they have to, and they, usually, I mean, most places have a lot higher taxes than we do. Yeah. And so,
Australia's real high on stuff. I know I sent some rims. Some guys have been paying me money for the last 2 years. And maybe it's going on the 3rd year probably. And he's just been getting a little bit at a time shipped to him. And he said, I need to get it done before the taxes really go up. And I said, this guy really trusts me because he sent me over $1,300 that sat there for a year before it did anything.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Wow.
telling me either you got connections or is it, because like I said, one day closed up because I earmarked it in my PayPal,
Uh-huh.
until he spent like $900. I took it $900 out because if somebody happened, he called me up and said, "Hey, I'm sick. I need the money back if possible." I said, "No problem." I earmarked it. I never touched it.
Right.
That's
right.
not, yeah.
Exactly.
All of a sudden you spend it, all of a sudden, like, the order is canceled. You're like, wait a minute.
I'm going to Vegas.
Because even freight, whenever you send over there, they charge the taxes on the freight. I put it on the invoice, and the next one I ship out, I'll put showing like $10 shipping, instead of
Right.
150.
Yet China can send anything to the United States for
Oh, man, that's
practically
what I don't
nothing.
I know.
I don't get it.
It's crazy.
I don't know
Absolutely.
how it works.
I don't understand. Um. Well, looks like we got all the questions taken care of. I know Dwayne came in and said, "Do you really need me?"
Come on, y'all.
He said he didn't
I was
have.
just giving him a hard time. Yeah, he's in Idaho
Where's
or
Silver Hair
something.
Todd at? I figured he'd be here.
He didn't have a camera. Todd, nope. He's nope.
We tried.
He's boycotting it.
He doesn't want to do Posh because he sells women's makeup. So
Yes, he
you know,
does. Yeah,
So
but he won't. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're just used to
Yeah.
the eBay and that's good enough for you and that's what you want to keep up
Yeah.
with, hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
But you know what? Down the road,
Right.
it may be something that you want to look at, and
Right.
and I think a lot of people kind of know my story, but I had to close down my anchor store and go down to a premium. And so I had to think of other options
Right.
to kind of spread out my inventory.
Right.
And so that's kind of what I've done. Instead of having one big store,
Yeah.
I have I'm dwindling it down, but I have eBay. I have two eBay stores and Mercari and Poshmark.
Yeah, I got Mercari, but I haven't even signed up. I signed up for Mercari, but I haven't put nothing on there yet.
I had a few lots on there at one point. I sold one thing and that was it. I'd never sold anything else, and then I stopped doing it. But it's good to have different, like eBay's still my number one selling stuff. My stuff sells there more than anywhere else. But I don't care. I'll sell a few things on Posh, and I'll sell a few things here, and I do a few local sales. Even Craigslist picks up on in my area in the summer.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
yeah, I don't care. Wherever I can sell.
I think you have to, spread it all around and, not put all your eggs in one basket and,
Right.
So I think that's a good way to do it. Kind of made me nervous to think about it at first. And now I'm kind of, I'm still trying to get my groove as far as, listing and where I'm going to list and what I'm going to do and everything. But I'm learning, I'm learning what to list on. I don't think all of my stuff does well on Poshmark, so I'm trying to really kind of zone in on the popular trending things on Poshmark. Keep those things there, and then try to do the rest on eBay. So just trying to find my groove, really.
Yeah.
So all right.
Right, I see Dwayne. I didn't have my pop-out chat. Just pulled it up. I didn't have it out. So I see Dwayne's in here, Dawn.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. We really appreciate it.
This is our first of a few.
Yeah, I actually I'm planning on doing this every week, once a week, just kind of come in and see if there's anybody that, and then really it's just I just want it to be like an hour long.
And we're not experts. We're all figuring it out as we go along as well. So, like Dawn told us something today. So, like, hey, if we learn one thing or a show, or someone else learns something from one of us, that's great because we're all new at it. I mean, there's some people that are experts, but that's how you learn.
What about Etsy? Any of y'all do that yet?
I do Etsy.
I have a store, but I don't. I haven't put anything up yet.
I haven't either.
I have
need
stuff
to.
on there. I just haven't been giving it any attention. So it's kind of like I need to revamp it a little. But I have like 150 things on there or something. I know. I have things all over the place. I know. I got 400 and something on Poshmark.
I just have a few on there.
2,400 on eBay.
You 100 on there, and I just need a babysitter. I ain't got none. I just got my start. I ain't even done it.
I have stuff that I need to relist.
Jacket here. Mr. Don's asking me about the Levi jacket. I don't know if she's asking about this one here. Which one are you talking about, Dawn?
I used to sell a Bonanza. Mothership Products, Dwayne was saying about Bonanza, but I never, it used to be busier and then it got to nothing. I know it goes with your store, with eBay. I know it automatically fills it in, but I didn't even bother because it was for one thing a month, it was just a pain to go back in.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys do Bonanza anymore, or have you ever?
I used to do Bonanza, but they they got me a couple of times where I would sell an item and didn't know about it, didn't know that I sold anything, and so I just kind of just found it on accident that I had sold something. It was, I think the first one was like 7 days. And I didn't get any kind of notification or anything. So I didn't like that. And so I canceled my account and I went back and then I canceled my account again because the same thing happened. So I learned my lesson. I was going to go back for a third time because I thought, well, maybe they've kind of ironed everything out. But they wanted to charge money for the third time that I went in. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying. And I know that there's some people that have gotten like grandfathered in where they don't have to pay fees, but they wanted like a monthly,
oh, really?
like, almost like a store. And I was like, no, I'm already doing that for eBay. I'm not doing it for nobody.
Because I was on that years ago when it was first out and it was kind of like the hot thing. Everybody was doing it and you'd sell a lot on it. I mean, more, but then it dwindled down to nothing.
I think Mercari is the new Bonanza.
Yeah.
I think where you can put just about anything over on Mercari.
What have you guys sold on Mercari? Anything like in specific, like clothing more, or?
I've done clothing. I've done shoes. I've done really well with shoes.
Okay.
I've sold like 3 pairs of shoes over there. What else have I sold? Some pajamas. That's about it.
I've done hard goods. I've had
Sold
like
you put hot goods on there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some little technical flashlights and a Nintendo DS cover that I sold on there. So yeah, but mine's mainly.
I'm debating whether to go back on it, but that's all I need. I don't even know where I am right now.
Mercari, are you getting a different type of buyer versus an eBay buyer? Are they different? Is it a different style of buyer or what? Versus him buying on Mercari versus eBay? I mean, it's like having an Amazon people and you got eBay people. Is Mercari people, and eBay people the same people, or are they just,
I think they're the same people. I think people are just cross-posting.
Right.
It gives more eyes to your item. Some people just shop on Mercari. Some people just shop on eBay. But if you have those 2 items, on the same place or in different places, then it's a lot easier for them to find.
I was trying to do lots because I saw the bin pickers. They do lots on Mercari, and I said, oh, I'll try that one time, but I wasn't successful. But I didn't really give it a chance, to be honest with you. I was,
Well, Mercari's updated their desktop platform too, where you could only add that one picture, and you had to go to your phone. Well, now you can add up to 8 pictures on there now, and with hashtags. So they've updated that a lot more. So
yeah, I haven't been on it in a long time, so I don't even know what my account was. I don't know.
Yeah, so I actually like Mercari. Their desktop is a little it's a little weird. You know, you kind of really have to kind of navigate around to find out if you have a sale or if you have an offer, or
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of it takes some time to kind of get used to that. But it's a good platform. I like it. It's easy to
All
ship
right, Toby.
with it, and so I like it pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, usually it's higher on Etsy. Usually the stuff on Etsy goes for higher prices. She said half the stuff I search on eBay to buy, then I go to Etsy to look, and the same photos, and usually it's priced higher. Yeah,
Yeah.
because people know that they can get higher prices um, over on Etsy. So definitely.
I need to try that too. That's gonna be a whole different show.
Oh,
We're
Toby.
gonna have all kinds of shows on. Does anybody have any questions? Sally, do you have any comments or questions? Did you learn anything?
Why is Sally muted?
How
I
dare
didn't
we?
have anything to say. I didn't have anything to offer. You guys know it all.
Sally. No, we don't.
Sally, you know as much as we do. Well, I can speak for myself. You know as much as I do. We don't know as much as Dawn does because she's a techie now.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I learned anything new this time, but I'm sure
The
this isn't
notification.
gonna be the last one.
The notification.
But really, like, you get notifications on your phone anyway. So is it a special notification?
It will bing just like almost like an eBay. It'll make a sound.
Really?
That's what Dawn said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Oh, see, you weren't paying attention. You were off the panel.
Busted.
I can't try it on my phone because my phone's up here instead of on. But you go on your.
My husband.
What Dawn said, you go on your.
So I was in there.
He's what? He's on what?
My husband made me a steak, so I was in that.
Oh, okay.
Y'all don't count at that point. It's all food.
It's his fault.
Yeah, so you go
But
onto
no,
your phone itself.
Yeah, but like, so anytime it like you sell something, it cha-chings, or is like
It
just
doesn't cha-ching. You can.
I don't know what it does. It makes a sound. We don't know yet because we haven't tried it.
Yeah, we just learned about it.
We just
Okay.
found out.
So
Yeah.
basically, from what Dawn says, is you can go into your phone, into your settings, and you can go to your apps, notifications for your apps.
Yeah.
So when you go into that, and then you'll click on Poshmark because you have an app for it, and it should give you a choice to choose a ringer or a notification sound for the certain functions, like if you have an offer or if you have a sale or
Dawn
something.
says it makes a noise and an icon pops up at the top of her phone.
Okay.
It sounds like an angel sound, she says.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try it right now. So
That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to figure
your
it out.
app. So I'm going to apps, and
And someone could make you an offer, and then you could see if it makes a sound. They don't have to buy something.
So I'm gonna go find my Poshmark app because that's what it asked me. So I'm gonna go to that. Oh, sorry, my phone was.
Was that enough noise?
I know, really. She's really making sales. Ding, ding.
Dang, girl.
So it says notifications allowed. Let's go there. So I can get notification, allow notifications. Okay. It says set as priority, allow notifications from this app to sound and turn on the screen while do not describe. Well, I don't want that. So it should be this one, but there's no way to, I don't know.
Toby, stop.
Do not make a sound. I don't want it. I want it to make a sound. So there's no, it's not giving me any other options. So I guess it does give me a sound.
Hurry up.
Because it gives me a notification up above, up on the top of the screen. It'll tell me, you just made a sale, or so I guess I was wrong. But it just doesn't allow you to. I was thinking that it would allow you to make the cha-ching or the noise, the notification sound. I was thinking that that's what and I don't think it does.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
I have a Samsung, and the sounds may be different on different phones. Mine had a slide bar. What phone do you have? I have the Samsung Note 5.
All that came up whenever I put mine on was these. Like, that's what came up for mine.
Okay. Yeah, that's what.
Block.
So your top one, what's on your top one?
Block all.
Oh, well, you don't want to do that.
No.
That's all you got. Never
Yeah.
show. So with your never show notifications, if that's off, then it should give you the notifications. Right? That's what I'm thinking.
I see block all, show silently, or override do not disturb. That's it.
Huh.
Well, that'll be a thing for next week to figure this out.
Right. Absolutely.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to contact who? Poshmark.
There you go.
I want to send them an email.
That's a great idea. Because you know what?
That's really good idea. Yep.
I miss, like, if my phone is off, it's not, it's charging or whatever, and I get a sale and I don't hear the cha-ching sound, and I'm bummed out because I didn't get that sound. Yeah. That sound is so motivational for me. That should be an option on really all the platforms, I would say, because it is motivational to hear that sound. So, all right. Noel, do you all have anything to add? We're going to try and make this once a week gig here. So if you have anything to add, if anybody in the chat has anything, let us know. Craig says, are you all moving all of your clothing to Posh from eBay? No.
No.
Cross-posting.
Yeah.
No, I'll do them both.
So those items that are on eBay, we're moving them, I'm and it sounds like everybody else is pretty much, they're kind of just moving it over so they get more eyes on it.
Yeah.
So
Dawn just said someone's phone made the same sound as hers, like a cosmic sound, whatever it was. Whoever's phone went off. I don't know whose phone went off. But
that was mine, but it was a news alert because we've got storms coming.
Oh, jeepers.
Yay. Tornado season.
I think of Wizard of Oz, Kansas. That's all I think of.
Yeah. Most definitely. But all right. Well, I think it was a very successful show, and I think You know, if we had some great questions, and if you think of anything, what was that? Sound like Chewbacca?
Somebody's down.
That's the ghost.
That was a ghost.
Better not
But-
be.
But definitely, if you have any other questions, you know, save them for next Monday. Write them down for us, and we'll do our best to answer them. We've got some good experience here, and
Or they could ask you during your morning show, and then we could
Absolutely.
find out during the week, so we could figure it out. Because I don't know
There you
anything
go.
until I tweak it and figure it out, or
yeah,
email.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
what I was gonna say is we'll put a thing in the reseller squad, and have you add your questions onto there for next week.
absolutely.
That'd be good.
Yeah, so we have questions, and maybe you can look ahead of time and see if there's something that we can figure out in case we don't know the answers, because we're all new. Well, I'm new at it. I know Sally's new at it. Val, I don't know how long you've been on, but a year, right? Maybe? Or
No,
less?
I haven't been on that long. I was on it, and then I kind of got away from it. And then I've been on for probably a month.
Oh, that's it? I've been on since October. But
Probably
as long
a
as I
little
can
bit
list
over a
stuff and
month.
sell stuff, the rest of it all kind of falls into place after a while. And you learn as you go. Like I learned that price drop thing. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I didn't know how to do it. I emailed them. But I have to say, Poshmark is really good about getting back to you, which is like really,
That's great to
it's
know.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
but the
good to
next
know.
day, you send them an email. The next day, like 24 hours, you give them 24 hours, and
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
and they respond right back, and it's like, I don't know, it's just what? It's kind of
Yeah,
freaky.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think it would be good for next time also is to maybe do a screen share on how to go through and cross post a listing from eBay to Poshmark.
I just
That'll have to be Val, because I can't screen share.
Okay.
I don't know how.
What is going on with freaking YouTube right now?
What is
Why?
he doing?
Like every few seconds, everybody freezes.
Really?
Not on my
Yeah.
end. Other than why not leaving, coming back, but everybody else is fine. Other than the ghost, it's been pretty good on my end.
Unless the ghosts can go home, they're home. And they go to bed. Leave me alone.
I know, but if somebody doesn't know how to do it, you know, I think it would
Yeah,
be good.
I definitely, and we could even do like a screen share for the accept offer or send offer to likers.
Yeah,
We
like
could
the
do
price drop. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. This is the beginner's Posh channel, Dwayne.
Yeah.
What do you?
That's the
Next.
thing is we can all learn from this, and we can all kind of come together, and it's not really like thought out as far as what we're gonna do. We kind of just go by just like the morning show, and then we kind of go through that and learn some stuff.
Help each other learn, because we're all starting out on it. If we all knew it, we wouldn't have to be on here.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Is there gonna be a morning show tomorrow, or y'all have one on Tuesdays, or what?
Yeah, we have one every day, every weekday. So there will be a morning show tomorrow.
Except when Val's on vacation and Sally sleeps through it.
Or I have
Poor Sally.
or I have a bag sale. If I have a bag sale, I won't do a show, but we won't be having a bag show for our
bag sale. You missed it, right? I saw the one with the
yes. Ugh.
I know, when you drive by, you have to get something because you're like, all right, I wasted the gas, so I have to justify something to make enough profit to pay for the gas to and from.
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
But yeah, we'll definitely put a link in the reseller squad as far as not a link, but a post, so you can post your questions there. And if there's something that we don't know, we'll eBay Poshmark and we'll find out and figure it out from there.
Yeah.
So Thank you for everybody coming in and supporting us. We had a great time, and we'll leave it at that. Looks like the ghost is trying to take over. So
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God.
Dawn says she wants to know about it. You had to stop by in the morning and see it. We'll tell you about it. Well, you're ready to go. I know what I'm going to do it downstairs next week. So
And since
All right,
Dwayne's such an expert, he has to come on next week.
yes,
And we're going to just hammer him with questions, saying this is easy, that's easy.
absolutely. I'm going to put that on the list.
Yeah, harass Dwayne about
Yeah.
Posh. Heckling
Yeah.
us in the chat for not knowing.
And if anybody else wants to be on the panel, just let me know. We're looking for people that currently do Posh and want to learn more about it. We're looking for some people with a little bit of experience. So definitely, if you want to come on the panel, you're just let me know and I'll send you the link. But I hope everybody has a great evening and has fun tonight, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.